Hello everybody, today I'm here with a new team video doing the red theme. So choosing characters that are red, and this was suggested to me by J Money Disney Fan 2019, who has suggested a lot of these teams videos in the past, and sorry if this seems like favoritism or anything, but honestly I just think he has the best ideas out of anyone that I've seen. You know, some people have other good ideas as well, but his by far the most fleshed out and things that I think people will enjoy and make for a good team video. So the idea is we start off with red today, and in future videos we can do one on like orange, yellow, purple. There's a lot of purple characters I noticed. We can do one on that for sure. Pink definitely has characters, and the idea is that we can do a bunch of different color themes. And I'm excited for that idea. I don't know how excited you guys are going to be, but we're going to try a few and just see if you guys like it or not. If you don't like it, we can do something else, but I think this is a good idea, at least to do a couple of times. And if you have any ideas for other color teams we can do, or characters for certain color teams, please let me know. Or any other teams in general, it doesn't have to be a color team. I'm always looking for new teams to do, other than just the basic, you know, do a Mickey Mouse team, do a Toy Story team, you know. Everyone's suggesting those. Bring something unique to the table and I will use your idea. So with that in mind, I also want to say I did a poll, and in the poll I asked what other characters I should bring in. I had already cemented the idea that Baymax and Anger and Mushu would all be making it into the team, and that's just because they're very clearly red. Those three characters have the most red by far on their like just scrolling through like this, you're gonna see them right away if you're looking for red characters. And that's kind of the idea of finding characters to fit on this team, at least in my eyes. It's just who is the most red, who deserves to be in a red showcase. And Animal, I thought right away, was like, he looks red, but when I clicked on him, there's a lot of orange going on. So I was like, I don't know, is Animal so great? So I put him on the poll, and he lost for sure. So far at this time, there aren't a lot of votes, about 30, and the results might change by tomorrow, but I kind of feel like they'll just continue to be the same. But anyways, just going through, I'm looking. Here's Mushu, who, like I said, is all red. He deserves a spot, I think. And it's just interesting getting down to who we're going to pick for the other ones. And let's keep going here. Captain Hook probably should have been one on my team, I guess, but I kind of thought of him a bit late. And J Money Fan, or Disney Fan 2019 actually suggested this one. I missed it, but he has a good amount of red, but there's still, like, the red isn't completely like a bright red, and there's some different kind of shades going on, so maybe not the perfect one. Minnie Mouse won the poll by far. You guys thought that Minnie Mouse deserved to be on the team, and I think you're right in that one. Well, there's a lot of white and black going on. For the most part, she has a lot of red. Definitely more red than Mickey Mouse. So, I agree with you guys. I really do think Minnie Mouse should be on the team. And that's all of them. The other ones we had on the team were Jack, and Elastigirl. And we can look at Elastigirl real quick. There's a lot of black going on. The logo right in the middle, brown hair. But if we look at Jack, where's he at? If we look at Jack, no logo, just red shirt, very bright red shirt. His skin tone, which I don't think we can count, and a very little bit of brown hair. So Jack got second place. At the time of this recording, he got second place. Also, oh no, I was going to shout this person out, but I don't know if I can pronounce your name right. Is it Rabir Matu? I hope that's right. But they suggested I should do Jack, and since that's a majority, that's what we're going to go with. So this has been a very long intro. I think we need to get into it here. So, like I said, let me know what color teams you want to see, or other teams, and suggest characters for those color teams, so I don't have to keep doing polls. So if we go in here, we probably already have Baymax on the team. Also, Mr. Credible has a lot of red as well. He probably would have been on the list over Jack Jack, but as we discovered in the Incredibles video, that it does not work well to showcase him with other characters, so unfortunately he will not be on the team. But he probably is the best Incredibles character to put on there. Just that technical difficulty is keeping him off. Here's Anger and Jack Jack are right next to each other. And I'm just curious how much red is going to look like. See, we put him on. Is that too orange? I feel like it's too orange, and you guys didn't like the idea of putting Animal on, so we're not going to put him in. Mushu is very small, but he's definitely red. Where is... Who else are we looking for? Minnie. Where's Minnie at? Her red should stand out right next to Winnie. Alright, so here's the team. Baymax has the most red, and that's kind of just because he's really big and he's very bright red. And Anger and Mushu are all red as well. So, and I feel like the emotions will definitely be in the team videos the most. They have very solid color themes. And then I feel like Minnie has the most going on in different colors, but Jack Jack I think was a good choice because when you're looking at him you mostly just see that red. I am curious. That looks so much better. He's so much more red. I don't know. We can try him. I know I'm going against the poll, but we can try him. I just think that looks a little bit better. I just don't want him to dominate. I want the team to work. Maybe we'll just put him in the thumbnail so it looks more red. But we'll bring in Jack Jack anyway. I don't know. It's just... Mr. Incredible fits the red theme so perfectly because just like Baymax, he's really big. And he's mostly red. Same as like Baymax isn't completely red, but he's mostly red. I doubt you're gonna find a character that is only their specific color. I feel like maybe Randall is like the only one that's almost entirely purple. Let's be done with Mr. Incredible. Like I said, he just dominates a team. In my case, for any of you who don't have leveled up as much, it won't be the same. Let's go back into Jack Jack. Maybe we'll keep Jack Jack in the thumbnail. I'll see what looks better to me. Sorry if that makes you frustrated or mad or anything. I just really like having that kind of theming in that general picture. I love making thumbnails and I love making them look good. So I feel like Mr. Incredible will just make that picture look a little bit better. But I like how this team is working. We're in kind of a tough battle here, and everyone's kind of holding their ground. I don't remember if any of these characters have healing abilities. I feel like if there was one, it'd probably be Minnie, but I don't remember if she does. We could see if anyone starts healing at all. Pluto is also on the team, which is cool. I mean, he's not red, but it's cool. Someone is giving Reflect as well. I don't believe that's Baymax. Also, Anger is just completely covered up by Baymax, which is unfortunate for him. If Baymax would get out of the way, or Anger would walk forward a little bit more. There we can see him a little bit. I don't think anyone's healing. I don't think Minnie has a healing ability. As far as I've seen, it doesn't look like anyone's healing. Which, I guess is just the general thing I usually look for in a team. But after healing, I'd say it's probably shield, which is what Baymax does, and which is why I put him on my team, because what's great about him is as soon as the round starts, he flies through and gives everyone shield. At least gives everyone a chance to survive past the first couple of seconds, because they have a little bit more extra health than they normally have. And I personally just love that a lot. It gives people a chance to make it through a battle without dying in the first hit, I think. And I think that's great for a team as well. If you ever get a Big Hero 6 team, I think it'll be a great addition to all the other characters. And other than that, like I said, someone's giving Reflect. I don't believe it's Baymax, but it definitely could be. And actually, it probably is Baymax. Unless it's Minnie. I don't think it is. We could wait and see here if he's going to get a skill one last time. He doesn't have it. Maybe it is Minnie. So clearly that was too tough. I guess we'll go back to chapter 17. And I feel like we haven't looked at Mushu at all, and I have barely ever looked at Mushu. So let's look at him right now. And as with Mushu and I guess everyone else, they're mostly just attackers. And you definitely need attackers on a team, but to have 4 attackers is not great. To be fair, if we brought in Mr. Incredible, he'd just be a really frontline attacker. I guess he's more tank than any of the other characters. I feel like none of these characters are tank characters, are they? Baymax might be classified as a tank, but I feel like he's probably... No, he's probably a tank. But the rest are probably either damage or support. No, not support. Damage or control. Is control even a thing people can have? I know so little about this game. Why do people watch me? I don't know enough about this game, but for the most part it seems like the other 4 characters are just attacking. And that's cool. I mean, in chapter 17 they're doing great. When we moved to chapter 18 it didn't go so well. I doubt chapter 19 would go well, but let's just look, I guess. Maybe that one level is just bad. Oh no. Oh, we can beat that guy. It looked like Mushu took him out. Yeah, that is unfortunate that you can't really see anger ever, because Baymax just happens to stand over where he does. That's another thing as well. No one is up close and personal. Everyone fights from a distance. Like Jack rolls through every once in a while. I feel like Anger probably punches people. But like Minnie throws her purse, Mushu shoots fire, Baymax uses his rocket fist. No one's really in the enemy's faces. I guess Baymax kind of acts as a shield a little bit. But for the most part, they all kind of have the same fighting style, it seems like. And that's interesting. I don't think that makes for a perfect team. But to have a good amount of attackers is definitely not bad. Because for what you lack in healing and protecting your other heroes, you might make up for in just the sheer amount of damage that you're dealing. So you don't really have to worry about that other stuff anyways. If you just do enough damage, you don't even have to worry about healing, because you're never going to get attacked. So maybe that's the idea behind them. Okay, everyone's at full health, so I feel like someone's got to be healing. Maybe Baymax has just been protecting everyone really well. This level's been going great so far. I might have just jinxed it here, but most of us are still alive. Anger definitely dies first, and I think he actually is supposed to be close and personal with the enemies and like attacking with that newspaper or whatever. But the enemies are pretty close to Baymax, so it just looks like he's standing still. Yeah, it looks like we're not going to win this one, but we held our ground for a while. I thought that was good. And unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to say that I do not suggest bringing in the red team. This version of the red team, I guess. I feel like there are some other characters that could get switched out, but for the most part, that's pretty good. And I'm just curious. I'm always curious. If Mr. Incredible is at the same level as about everyone else, what the team would be like. And there's no way for me to really do that. Mr. Incredible is insanely leveled compared to everyone else, and I'm not let's take the time to level them all up to his level, because that has taken me a long time. So there's really no way for me to know. But ideally, he'd probably be a really strong attacker who could protect the people behind him. In this case, like I said, we have a lot of people up in front and not a lot of people behind. Sorry, not a lot of people up in front and a lot of people behind. So maybe he would be good at dealing with that, or leveling out the odds a little bit. I think we're wrapping up here. I think we've done a good job of showcasing the red team, and I'm really excited to try specifically the purple team. I really want to do. As hard as there's a lot of purple characters, so I'm probably having a hard time narrowing it down, which is why I want you guys to suggest what characters should be on what teams, because my idea of the purple team is definitely going to be different from your idea of the purple team. And there's some that maybe don't have a lot of characters, and you have an idea for a character that I wouldn't think of. Like, I think I was looking at maybe the green team or the yellow team might be hard to do. Maybe the pink team as well. So let me know. And let's end by just looking at the team all lined up next to each other. We can bring in him again. I think that looks better. Let's go back to him one more time. It is kind of nice that it goes from like Baymax is really tall and up in front, and then Anger and Mushu are like the same height, and then Minnie and Jack are kind of the same height as well, even though Jack is floating, but like their hair goes to the top to about the same level. I enjoyed this. I really like theming a lot, and a red theme just really fits nicely together. It is unfortunate we didn't have like very clear red characters other than the top three, but I think we chose a pretty good last two options for the 4th and 5th spot. Anyways, I've said plenty. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon for another teams video. Goodbye.